Special event alert.
I'm late because fireworks burned down my bushes. Which is excuse number 189 for being late for Changeover, your weekly space news and variety show. I'm your host, Marty Smith, and I'm joined in person by Mr. History, Eric Perrott.
Marty, it's so strange to be sitting next to you.
Look, I could be bigger and I could be smaller. Look at that.
And your 4th of July must be better than mine, burning down your bushes, bro.
Yeah, and then the HOA wanted me to take them out. So that's why I was doing all that all weekend. So
Oh, that's awesome.
we're here to bring you the latest headlines and updates pertinent to all Guardians and to the other lesser branches as well. So take your seats, get informed, and have a laugh.
From the Rockies to the Space Coast, Late for Changeover is here with the guys to shake the skies.
I finally got smart and I put it in the program.
I like it.
But my other one's got buttons. So.
Perfect.
So my friend, Mr. History, is finally out here in Florida again, and we got together to do this side by side. Jake is still terrorizing the Far East. Yes, who knows what he's gonna
But
add.
you know,
I want to see Jake in a what is it
the
a
Komodo.
I thought that was just for the
Kimono.
girls, though, right? That's
No, man, the dudes wear the
guys wear kimonos.
I believe so.
Well, the guys get dressed by the women. Now that I can see Jake doing.
Wrap your belt around my waist a couple times.
Speaking of that, I know you were when you were there. Did you ever in Korea?
Yeah.
What they called the was it Ajima? Was it the houseboy? Did you have a houseboy?
Hajima was the older women.
Oh, the older women. What was little
younger
slicky
women?
boys?
You know, in Korea there weren't very many for the Philippine talking about a Billy
yeah.
boy. So I didn't see many in
Oh,
Korea.
really?
Yeah.
I heard those guys steal anything you had.
I have zero comment.
So they see, you know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So we're here at
Freeport.
Eric's. Well, we're here in Freeport, Florida, and we're here at Eric's wife's son's house.
Yeah.
And we have only a few minutes to get this done because then they're going to come back and they'll be like, what are these two old men in front of the computer? Because you should have seen the problems we had with setup. But we overcame in a record 45-minute time.
For two old guys, technical savvy.
Yeah,
Got it
well,
done.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, let me turn you up a little bit. All right. How was your 4th?
Amazing. Yeah, we had a great day
You
in the
went to
pool all
Crab
day.
Island, man, is so awesome. That's all I wanted to do for the last year is go over to Crab Island.
Fireworks, Crab Island all day on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Man.
I was out at the shooting range, and then I came and sat with my dog, and nothing happened. So you couldn't see shit from
He was
Margaritaville.
lonely. We should have brought you out here with us, man. If I'd have thought about it, you could have come out and been with us.
yeah. It was hot. I was tired. I didn't want to go.
It was hot.
But
It's hot.
since you were out here, I talked to my daughter back in Colorado. They said they canceled everything out there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
The fires, there's like 13 of them. I don't know the exact number, but everything is burning.
yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. And she was saying you go outside and your eyes are irritated.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's bad.
They're keeping the kid inside and
In fact, I think they said if you're going to smoke, you can't smoke outside. You have to smoke in a house,
Whoa.
in your vehicle, but you can't smoke outside.
why not? I don't understand that one.
Throwing the butt on the ground, being in the house, you got to put it out.
It's not a tinderbox everywhere, but that is Colorado's overreaction to everything, right?
You recall what
We're in a drought for the last 20 years. And we have fires all the time. It's like, you guys.
the color of my state.
Yeah. I started it with red, right?
Mm.
Who was the last Colorado Republican governor?
Oh, I don't.
My brother
think
knows it.
don't
I think it was
I've
that
ever-
little guy. He looked like a kid, sort of.
I don't think I've ever been in Colorado with a
Really?
Republican governor. Because
God,
you
I
had
can't remember that guy's name.
Polis. Before
Oh, way
Polis,
before that. Yeah, way before that.
Well, I'm just talking about going back in.
Yeah,
order.
yeah, sure.
So,
Oh well, nobody cares.
no,
But it's that little. He looked like
Good
a
point.
kid. He was a small guy. He looked like. Oh, it was Hickenlooper before Polish, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Hickenlooper, and then there was one before him.
You know, it was kind of funny. My brother worked for the state troopers, and he drove around the governor. Right, his last couple of years on the force, that he was the driver for the governor and his family and stuff like that. So when he retired, I went to his. It was at a bar, and they were throwing him kind of a send off. You know, it was during the day. It wasn't anything formal. But the governor showed up, Hickenlooper, and he shook my hand, and we looked very similar. Me and my brother shook my hand. He's like, "Hey, I thought your hair was a lot whiter." And I was like,
You got
"Sir, I'm Marty. I'm Jerry's brother." He's like, "Oh," just breathed right by. Don't care.
Good talk to you, Marty.
Yeah, I was like,
Good talk to you.
yeah. At least you showed up, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they've got Victor Marks running on the Republican side now. He beat Barbara Kirkmeyer.
Who's the commie they just reelected? Or they just elected?
She's a congresswoman.
Yeah.
Malat.
Yeah, it's some weird name, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who she knocked out, but was it Bennett or somebody like that?
Correct. Well, Bennett lost to Phil Weiser
Oh, okay.
for the Democratic
All right. I'm just trying to think of who was out there.
governor side.
Yeah.
It was another no-name Congress seat person. Yeah.
Prices are going to go up. Anyway, well, let's get into it. Let's go to more fireworks. Okay.
I like fireworks.
Speaking of fireworks, so this first story is from space.com. Let me see if I can. That's not the right one.
It's a good looking picture. Whoa.
Let's see if I can. No, that ain't it. No. Oh my God, what am I doing?
The big one is.
That's not it. I guess it was this one, but no.
What have we done?
So, there we go. All right. Jesus, we're so good at this. All right. So from space.com, astronauts on the ISS saw fireworks from LA. They were passing over LA.
That's pretty amazing.
And they have a little video on Twitter. I'll show you that in a second. You probably saw it.
Finally, a space story that I can get behind.
Well, it's not much of a space story, but it's close enough, right? U.S. just celebrated its 250th birthday. Americans living off the planet had a great view of some of the parties down below. The ISS orbited over Los Angeles on July 4th as America marked 250 years of independence with a burst of fireworks lighting up the sky city below. Now, when they're in low Earth orbit, they go quick. It's not their orbits are fast. When you're out with missile warning, they stay in the same spot.
Okay.
Right? So they may orbit, the Earth a couple times in a 24-hour period. So it's just fortuitous that they happen to be over LA
At night.
and,
So you can
we're
see.
filming that, right?
Very cool.
The post featured a 15-second video captured from the orbiting lab, which showed hundreds of fireworks shows flickering across the LA area at night, like cameras flashing in quick succession. You want to see that?
I want to know who put the astronauts up there on this one.
Oh, I don't know. They've been up there for a little while. So
Okay.
obviously it
our
wasn't
friends?
Boeing.
Okay. It wasn't Boeing.
So there's the video they captured from ISS, right?
Oh my goodness. Is that the coolest thing you've seen?
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Now, speaking of the way Colorado was and what LA's gone through in the last couple of years with all their fires, right? So wouldn't they ban fireworks? You would
LA?
think, right?
Sure.
I mean, my God, we just burned down Malibu and the Palisades and
Colorado
everything else,
certainly
right?
did.
Yeah.
In fact, they even closed the tents that were selling fireworks.
Oh shit!
So
right?
you couldn't buy them and then go hide somewhere and light them off.
Why is this doing that? There we go. So makes me wonder how many of those. Does California even allow fireworks? I don't know. I wonder if they're illegal, like in Colorado.
Well, looking at that video,
And at that,
they were shooting them off like madmen.
I
man.
wonder. Right? It makes you wonder if those were all illegals. Probably not illegal people, but illegal fireworks.
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Right, right.
What I'm talking about, they go to these places away from the cops. sometimes
Yeah.
out of the city.
Yeah. Cops ain't
So-
going to run and stop a fireworks.
Oh, yes, they
show.
will. In Parker, they do.
Well, yes, but probably
Yeah.
not in LA. They've got bigger things to worry about in LA,
That's true.
right? Or were those fireworks are just like a normal shootings in LA on a Saturday?
Yeah. You get a little frickin' powder burn from your gun.
Could be.
The firework.
Picking it up in the ISS. That wasn't fireworks at all. There are 7 people living in Earth orbit at the moment, members of the ISS current expedition 74. 3 are Americans, NASA astronauts Jack Hathaway, Jessica Meyer, and Chris Williams. The others are the European Space Agency's Sophie Adnot, probably Adno, I would imagine.
I would think so.
And cosmonauts Andrei Fedyaev. Fedyaev. I was practicing this before. Sergei Kudzverchkov and Sergei Mikhaev.
Those are great names, man.
I know. I when you figure them out, you just want to say them over and over. Fedorov.
That's amazing.
Right? NASA didn't just passively observe celebrations of the United States 250th birthday. The agency marked the occasion in multiple ways as well. For example, NASA painted big America 250 logos on the Space Launch System rocket that launched the Artemis II astronauts.
Do we have anybody protesting those?
I don't know. It was. I didn't see it when it launched.
It's pretty patriotic to do that.
Yeah,
something
true.
Like that.
I didn't see them when we covered that launch,
Mm.
right? But the 4 Artemis II crewmates also wore special patches commemorating the 250.
And so they should, man.
I didn't see those either.
No, but see, you and I would sit here and put up a flag. And
Well, yeah, sure.
what was the one woman that said she's scared when she walks into a neighborhood, a white neighborhood
Oh,
that has
yeah,
is flying
yeah,
American flags?
Right. She gets uncomfortable. It's like, no,
Hello,
change your mindset.
come on.
You're
I'm waving it.
you're safe as a baby. Listen to this. In addition, NASA conducted a series of airplane flyovers in DC. You ever heard of a NASA flyover?
No.
No, I haven't either. I can't even find it. I searched for it.
Who directs that?
What planes do they have?
Those old F5s, you know, that play the bad planes in Top Gun?
I know NASA's probably trying to reach out and go, hey, look at us. And you're like, come on,
That's
NASA.
but you know what? I still think that's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
You
Yeah, I agree.
Are celebrating
I
the
agree.
250th of
Right.
this great nation,
Right.
man.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm a firm believer that you're here, and no matter where you go in the world, you're not going to have the same things that you
I
have
didn't
here.
watch all the events.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I picked up for that whole week. I picked up pieces here, pieces there.
Yeah.
Pieces. I saw a replay of the flyover, all that kind of stuff. And at first, when you start watching it, you're like, God, it's just way over the top. It's too much.
No.
Right. It's too much. When you first watch it, you're like, God damn, Trump, it's too much. But the more you watch, you're like, yeah, we're pretty fucking badass.
Made
as
you
a
stand
country,
tall,
Right? Yeah,
man.
it did, right?
Made you feel a sense
You
of
know?
pride.
You know,
sure.
any flyover would do that. But all the other shit that was going on, I was like, and then you combine that with all like the Euros visitors for World Cup.
World Cup.
I'm like, look at Buc-ee's. And I'm like,
They
yeah,
loved
look
it.
at Buc-ee's.
They loved it, man.
So anyway, kind of cool. I'm glad they're up there, you know.
That's my kind of space story, finally.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
like
There you go. Oh, this mic is so far away.
You made a whisper in it.
I'm gonna pick this up so I don't get the echo so much. So okay, let's move on. Now, bad story. Right?
Bad story.
Yeah, kind of a drag, but in one way it's a drag, right? This is from Task and Purpose. National Guard soldiers shoot and kill a man in Memphis.
I had not heard that until you sent me the story.
This was Sunday morning after the 4th of July. Right?
Crazy.
So these guys have been deployed out there as part of a peacekeeping mission in Memphis.
All right. So before we proceed, is this part of Trump's cleanup in a state like he
I
did
think
in
so.
DC?
Yeah, I think so. But the article does mention that they weren't federalized. They were under the governor's control. So yes, it was, I think it's part of Trump's initiative to go down to Memphis, but they brought these guys on orders under the government, not the feds.
Right. And usually the state, the governor is the one
Right.
that controls it.
Right.
Okay.
His militia or
Yeah.
his military, right? But 2 members of the Tennessee National Guard shot and killed an armed man early Sunday in Memphis. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said today that Memphis police and National Guard soldiers who are in the city as part of a federal task force responded to reports of gunfire just before 4 a.m. What are you doing out at that late? Young kids, dummies.
That's the problem.
Memphis police officers were chasing a man armed with a handgun. Tennessee National Guard soldiers joined the chase for the armed man, identified as 20-year-old Tyron Johnson. The Memphis Police Department said that Johnson turned toward National Guard members with his weapon. Tennessee National Guard soldiers discharged their weapons, striking the male. The male was pronounced deceased at the scene. The Bureau is now investigating the fatal shooting. I guess some medics tried to revive him, but they died under their medical care before they got there.
Wow.
Spokesman for the Tennessee National Guard said in a statement that 2 National Guard medics provided first aid, but Johnson died at the scene. There's a picture. I think you saw it. And I don't know if this is them, but they do have military police on the back of their vests. Right?
And I do see a sidearm.
Yes. So my one question I was holding out to ask you was, do you think that is their service revolver? Because if they're military police, you can't just do that, be activated and go. They were probably MPs in their National Guard role, right?
Yes.
So they bring them on. Are they going to take their Army-issued weapon?
Yes.
Or is Memphis PD going to go, here are your 2 weapons on us? Okay.
No.
You think
they're
so?
going to be utilizing the weapon that they train with and they carry every day.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And understand the ins and outs of that weapon.
Okay. All right.
Now, at the end of a shift in the middle of Memphis,
Yeah.
I'm sure there is a deployed armory somewhere.
Oh, and they'll
Will
lock
they
them
turn
up.
that?
Yeah, they'll lock them up.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. I didn't know how that was going to work. Right. And we talk about federalizing National Guard all the time. We kind of make fun of it, right? Because they're like, "Oh, the National Guard's coming." I was like, most of these guys are truck drivers. You're not putting
Or something
a weapon,
else for sure.
You're not putting a weapon in their hands. They're for crowd control, maybe. They're for disaster cleanup.
Yeah.
Obviously, right?
But I will tell you this: the ones who occupied military police functions, were highly trained because
that was their job, right?
They focused on.
You're not taking a supply guy and go, here's a new Sig Sauer. You're probably not familiar with it yet, but go out there and crowd control.
No. These guys are well trained as National Guardsmen in their roles.
Very cool.
And I think they do a good job.
It does say several hundred Tennessee National Guard troops deployed to Memphis in October 2025 in support of a federal task force set up by President Trump in September. That task force includes a number of federal agencies, including the U.S. Marshals Service and the FBI. The troops are operating under Governor Bill Lee's authority rather than having been federalized, as troops deployed to Los Angeles last year were. The National Guard is part of the larger Memphis State Safe Task Force. The deployment of the military has sparked ongoing legal challenges, including a temporary injunction. However, in April, a state appeals court overturned that, letting the National Guard's deployment continue. So now, for more insight, I can't imagine. I'm sure they weren't planning. Okay, we get activated. We're on orders. Probably won't have to shoot. But at the same time, if they are MPs and they saw that situation and they responded to that situation. Now, still remains to be seen if the guy turned and drew on him.
Self-defense.
Or if he just turned around. Either way,
whatever
he
the
had
investigation
a gun in his hand. Right?
Yes.
So it sounds like it was a righteous action, what they did.
If the investigation shows that this guy turned with a weapon and pointed, that's self-defense. Okay. I get that. My question, though, is without being federalized, how are they dealing with the Posse Comitatus Act that says we cannot be in a civilian law enforcement capacity?
Oh, really?
Correct. That's why that law exists.
Oh.
So I don't know if federalizing.
I'm sure they worked it out for their orders to fall under the purveyance of the state somehow, which gave them whatever the legal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was a way to deal with it.
Yeah.
I just don't know what that answer would be, because the Posse Comitatus Act is always the big question.
Right.
Putting military in a civilian role.
Yeah.
How do you get around that?
Well, we've seen enough TV shows and movies to know that, hey, if a cop discharges his weapon, there's going to be an inquiry. He's probably going to be at home with pay, whatever they do, whatever movie we saw.
I'm sure this National Guardsman, his weapon was removed. He's going under the same stringent controls of debriefing.
Right.
He's being investigated. A number of questions.
Do you think the military will just wash their hands of it and go, we'll see what the Memphis PD investigation is? Because there's no need for us to get involved with it.
I think you'll see a joint investigation.
Oh, like CID.
You've got somebody representing the National Guard working in conjunction with the city or the state or whoever the other guys were.
Like a liaison kind of thing.
So they have an understanding of what we're finding out about the shooting. Was it righteous? Was it wasn't?
Right.
That's what I would think.
They got two agencies up your ass. Holy shit. They better be right.
Big question mark.
They better be right. But nowhere in the article did it say, as we've read many times with civilians, they're like, oh, they shot 30 rounds down the range and they got the guy. I would imagine these guys have a little bit more training than that.
Agreed. Agreed. Like I said, I think the National Guardsmen that I've always encountered in that role have always been highly trained. They've been really good.
Did you ever discharge your weapon?
No.
Yeah, I would imagine most people don't, right?
Oh, I would say, especially in the military, unless you're put in some kind of combat role. I mean, Operation Urgent Fury was the only combat role I was ever in. So I never had to discharge my weapon. Came close, but it was a Navy guy that I was going to shoot by accident, but I didn't shoot him. So
just by the nature of you saying a Navy guy, he probably was asking for it anyway.
He was coming out of a building while we were under sniper fire. So,
oh shit. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
I'm really happy I didn't have to shoot anybody.
Well, yeah. That's what I every guy who's shot somebody wishes they hadn't had to shoot somebody.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't have to.
But one look at you, your size.
I would run. Don't stick me with a knife. Take my knife to a gunfight.
Eric's slouching right now. I've got the camera angled so we're at the same height. So.
Whatever.
All right, let's go. We really should make this a series.
Hey, but before I think we should really follow up on what the result of this. I'd love to know the outcome of the investigation.
Yeah, if they ever publish
if we ever do that.
Yeah, that would be cool. It'd probably next year before they do that. And actually, it might be faster because these guys are on orders. They're not going to carry them.
Right.
They're not going to let them go off orders and they'll, hey, we'll get in touch with you. And if you're guilty, we'll come find you. Yeah, I'm sure it's
have we heard anything about how the city reacted? Was there any...
True. I haven't heard any of that. And you would think by now, well, that's a couple of days later. I haven't heard anything.
No protesting, no burning down cars or anything like that.
So what's that tell you? The nature of the guy who got shot.
Yeah. And what city it was in.
What's his name? What was the guy? What was the deceased's name?
Tyrion or something. Right?
Tyrion. Tyrrin. Tyrion Johnson. Yeah. Maybe it was just pretty undefendable. Maybe that guy was tweaking
I would
or
like
something.
To know what made the guy run in the first place.
I don't know. At 4
What was he running from?
Yeah.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah, he was running from other cops.
Nothing after midnight is good.
He's running from the cops, runs by 2 more cops.
Yeah. And I'm sure the National Guardmen were hoping it would be a tackle, or I was just going to get involved in detaining a guy for a cop.
Or, it sounds kind of like a situation where maybe they're half a block away and they're like, hey, we need to catch this guy. And they're like, oh, shit, he just ran by us. We're in pursuit.
We're closer. It'll be interesting to get circumstances of how this went down.
Well, if they ever do publish it. How many stories we do and they never close the loop on it.
True.
All right. So crafty criminals.
Well, we've talked a number about these guys. Crafty criminals.
Right? So these guys, how much you think an MRE is? If you wouldn't buy
bought it
civilian wise, right?
I think like $13.
Yeah, about
a package.
Claude told me like $15.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So, this guy.
Okay, so before meals ready to eat, boys and girls.
Yeah, meals ready to eat.
Yeah.
Even though they called it some other dumb name, It was ready to eat meal. REM.
REM.
No, they're meals ready to eat. So you can buy civilian versions of this stuff for about $15. It used to be like $10, but now it's 15. So this guy, this is from Task and Purpose. That's the wrong one. From Task and Purpose, an ex-Army soldier convicted in $1.1 million MRE theft.
You go to jail for nasty MREs.
But I mean, you just look at any equipment, anything in the military, and somebody's going to go, I think I can make some money off of that. We had a guy, I remember he was PCSing, and he was like supposed to fly the next day, and he hadn't turned his equipment in, and they arrested him at the pawn shop because he called the pawn shop to ask how much he could get for his protective mask, his gas mask.
Brilliant.
And the guy told him some stupid answer, and then he called CID. And so when he came in to pawn his mask, agents were right there. They took him away. And I was like, that's the kind of criminal that I'm used to in the military.
I could even see that. But I'm ready to eat an MRE.
MRE, he made $1 million. Well, he almost made $1 million, right? A former U.S. Army soldier turned civilian contractor was recently convicted in federal court after prosecutors said he used insider knowledge from his military supply work to steal more than 200 pallets of MREs from Fort Bliss, Texas, in a scheme worth approximately $1.12 million.
Unbelievable.
Joseph LeVar Davis, 47, was convicted June 30th by the federal jury of conspiracy to commit theft of government property and theft of government property, according to U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Texas. Prosecutors said Davis and 3 co-defendants were charged in a February 12, 2025 indictment over conduct that ran from February to August 2020. Davis previously worked in food service supply while serving in the Army, where he learned how the military obtained MREs, prosecutors said. After retiring, he returned to a similar role as a civilian contractor. We've talked about it. People know him. Yeah, come on in. And used that access to create false requests. He rented trucks. He arranged pickups. He negotiated sales prices and coordinated payments for the stolen meals.
Does this not raise red flags all over the freaking place?
He did all of that, man. So, yes, there are some co-conspirators. The case involved more than missing field rations. Prosecutors claim the conspiracy included a civilian contractor who knew how to request and pick up MREs, a soldier who helped transport them, an intermediary between the buyer and the people obtaining the meals, and a civilian who sold the MREs online.
Unbelievable.
I want to know who they're selling them to. Pawn shops?
Probably some group that's
third world country,
doomsday preparation.
Maybe. I mean, you got that big of a market for MREs
at 1.12 million.
The case surfaced August 12th when FBI agents, Army CID agents, searched a civilian warehouse in El Paso and found about 100 pallets of MREs. What are you doing with all these?
Where do you put them?
How did you get these? And then they went from there. They backtracked from there. Investigators later determined the warehouse owner had bought the pallets from people who had stolen them from Fort Bliss. Now, that was probably within the first 20 minutes. And he's like, oh, I got these from guys who stole it. You didn't
think about the connections that have to be made to take it step by step.
So I wish there was more, but I guess he's putting in, okay, I'm requesting a pallet of MREs for Battalion A. Right? He puts a request in, and then receiving, he's got another guy who's like, oh yeah, that pallet goes over here. Then a guy drives it to the civilian guy, and then I guess they're none the way. I mean, if you make it past initial inventory, received inventory, and you don't count that pallet, battalion would never know.
Yeah, but isn't there a guy in charge of these MREs?
That might have been the co-conspirator.
It better be, because it makes no sense.
The guy
needs to be fired. Receiving
doc was like, oh yeah, that one over there. Push it.
Fire the guy.
Spray paint that one. The Davis was charged, or investigators later determined the warehouse owner had bought pallets from people who had stolen them from Fort Bliss. Davis was not charged alone. A February 2025 indictment also charged Jatavis Leonard Fuse
Sounds
good old Irish name. Look at this guy. He's going by 5 names. Tyrone Lamar Odom Turner, 4 names. And John Broberg.
Are we sure that's not just 4 guys?
That's one.
Yeah.
Fuse, a former soldier assigned to 1st Armored Division of Fort Bliss from July to August 2020. He was there for 6 years. 2014 to 2020. Pleaded guilty in February to conspiracy to commit theft of government property and theft of government property. Turner, also a former service member, pleaded guilty to conspiracy as part of a plea deal. Broberg, who owned and operated the warehouse, also pleaded guilty to the conspiracy charge. So that it was pretty much a house of cards. And they who knows if the cops had whatever reason looking into that civilian warehouse for whatever reason.
This thing leaves so many questions.
I know. I wish they closed the loop.
So many questions. You thought stealing a bunch of MREs was going to be a lucrative deal? Apparently it was 1.12, but I don't know who you're selling them to, right?
Now, I don't know if he pocketed $1 million. Maybe all the assets total were $1 million.
Yeah. And how long of an investigation was to get? Over 6 years?
Right. Yeah. No, it was just that 1 year.
Oh, okay.
3 or 4 months in that 1 year.
I thought he started it.
No, it is. So it wasn't that mastermindy. I don't know how much was he putting $2 in his pocket for each MRE.
But again, I think it's one of those things where you walk into, let's say, a building, on base, plug something in, an explosive device that looks like, I don't know,
a virus. He put a virus.
No, I'm just talking about plug something in, and then walk right out the building, and nobody says anything to you. Nobody notices anything. Goes, hey, what is this plugged into the wall here? Boom. I think this is the same kind of thing.
Could be.
I'm going to steal
could be 200
pallets of MREs, and nobody's even going to know I walked out.
If you walk, being on bases and posts, if you walk confidently and do things confidently and not look sketchy, most people would be like, I don't know.
He was good. I didn't see a thing.
Yes. I saw a guy over there. I don't know what he's doing, but he
200 pallets of MREs.
Easy.
Put them in the truck, pal.
Yeah, easy.
I got it.
I mean, who's gonna question that? A 19-year-old private?
Isn't there a piece of paperwork that says
maybe
authorized to take?
Not if it's not on that list. Maybe he goes, hey, they sent us 5 pallets too many. Put them on his truck. I'll take them back.
I'm lost. I just don't
That's why you're
man.
Not swindling the army out of 1.1 million.
I'm not a crafty criminal.
No, you're not a crafty.
I couldn't join the gang
at all.
Couldn't join the gang.
Well, let's do something a little bit different here on the show.
I like that.
All right, this is probably going to get blocked because we're using copyrighted material. YouTube, we're using copyrighted material. But I ran across this a week ago, and I was telling Eric about it, and I was like, "We gotta talk through. We'll be like kids." Like the young Gen Z guys who do all the reaction stuff, right? So let's talk through Brad Pitt's movie coming out in September called The Heart of the Beast. They released a trailer for this. I pray that the movie's going to be as good as this trailer is, right? Heart of the Beast is an upcoming survival thriller starring Brad Pitt as James Belmont, a retired Special Forces soldier. The generic Special Forces. I'm Special Forces. Special Forces. You can get away with it.
I even wore an SF beret. Security Forces, but
was it green?
SF. No, it was blue.
Oh yeah, you wear an SF beret. That's right. Raspberry beret.
By the way, to watch this movie, we were told you have to have a man card.
Oh God! And if you don't, I think it'll. I wonder what. I don't know if this is Malinois or Malinois. However you say that, or a German Shepherd. I don't know what this dog is. But I bet sales go through the effing roof for these dogs.
For sure.
Brad Pitt as James Belmont, retired Special Forces soldier who must survive the unforgiving Alaskan wilderness alongside his retired combat dog, Odin. Directed by David Ayer, the Paramount Pictures film opens in theaters on September 25th, 2026. The film follows Belmont and his German Shepherd, Odin, who end up stranded in the remote backcountry after a catastrophic plane crash. Cut off from civilization in a brutally harsh environment, an area locals refer to as the heart of the beast. The duo is forced into an intense, unrelenting battle against the natural elements to find their way back to safety. Alongside Pitt, the movie features J.K. Simmons as a grizzled wilderness local, and Anna Lamb. And I looked to see what role Anna Lamb's playing, and they don't define it yet. So I don't know what she does.
What she is either.
Pitt also serves as producer on the film through his production company, Plan B Entertainment. So
very cool.
We're going to have to do this, and we're going to have to stop it many times, and we're going to talk, right? So we can not do the copyright thing. So let's do this. And I know that's a weird view of us, but
I got a great side view, huh? Look at the profile on that head.
It looks like we're watching the movie.
There, pal. Damn, you're handsome.
That's freaking awesome. PTSD, baby.
It's okay. Come on. Just.
When I first saw this, I was like, "Oh, is he having?" It was like, "Oh, the dog has PTSD." I guess, yeah.
I wonder if that's why wouldn't I? Is it possible?
You got all those explosions. I guess it would be pretty. I mean, my dog is my older dog used to get PTSD just from the fireworks.
Most dogs.
And she'd shake and do all that. So
yeah, most fireworks.
No, the trailer later indicates that he was a dog handler training from a puppy. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway, sorry. We got to stop it for the copyright. All right.
That's cool, man.
Bad dream. We're not there anymore.
You are the first person I've ever seen this far out. What kind of line of work are you in, James?
Army Special Forces retired.
Hey, did I notice some silver in your dog's mouth?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
that's
that's
a
awesome.
combat scouting dog. Target hit him in the mouth with a brick.
Same asshole get his leg?
Yeah.
I hope you gave that fella a piece of your mind.
I shot him in the head.
He shot him in the head.
Just to know that, I wonder if they can do that. Can they replace the dog's teeth?
I have no idea. But the way they did the videos, just so cool, man.
Now, I have seen dogs with sort of a prosthetic, right? I have seen dogs to help them walk around.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that looks good.
This region here is the heart of the beast. Most folks learn that the hard way.
See, I think he had like a heart attack or something.
Or a stroke.
Yeah.
I don't know how you survive this.
Yeah, I know.
Or how that happened.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, I thought it looked. I mean, he's clutching his left arm. Isn't that the
left
arm
side.
for your stroke, right?
I think so.
But that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow. And then for him to come out of it.
This the hard way.
Right. And both of those movies were great. Fury and End of Watch, right?
I hate when I'm PT into that stupid song.
You can do it. I got.
You hate what?
I hate when you have to PT that. Bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Freaking push-ups all the way down or squatting. And, man, I hate that song. God, it kills me.
You got a little PTSD going
from Bring Sally up, bring Sally down.
And sand down the back of your neck, of course.
Got you. Easy, fella.
It makes me wonder how capable Brad Pitt is in this movie. Maybe he's that screwed up. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can still do this. We've
Well,
been
for him
through
to
worse.
survive those waterfalls. Right?
Yeah.
It's not so.
I mean, it could make sense that maybe he was what he was and he got injured or whatever it was, and he still thinks he's capable, but maybe he's not.
Yeah, that pushed him out.
I mean? Yeah.
Well, obviously, I think he too has a little post-traumatic stress.
Oh, absolutely. But where he's like, oh, I can hump across here, and then maybe he can't anymore. Maybe he's just kind of lost from injuries and all that stuff. So
here's one. It looks like a great movie, and my wife's not going to want to watch it with me.
Oh no,
It's the dog in the fight that matters.
See, it looks like he's trained, right?
No, you did not. One last mission. We're not gonna die out here. Buddy, I got you.
Whoops. Oh.
I know. That's why I'm saying I wonder how many dog sales that's going to be.
That's going to be an
I mean,
amazing
my
movie.
God, that's got to be good. Fury and End of Watch from that director. Both
Amazing.
great movies, right?
Yeah. Fury was really awesome.
But if that's not a love letter to you and your dog and the military all rolled into one,
Yeah.
oh man,
It's going to be good stuff.
I hope we
Good
can play that. I mean, if it's a dog as heavy as that dog that's walking over there,
Yeah.
what's he? 120, 150?
100. He's 100 something.
Oh my God. It's not my golden doodle, that's for sure. My mini golden doodle. She wouldn't be pulling me out of it anyway. In fact, she'd run. She'd run
Absolutely.
away. Yeah. I have to coax her back. It's like, come on back, drag me out of the water, save my life.
I would be running the minute that dog snarled and I saw that metal tooth.
Oh, that's so cool, man. That is
Ay,
so
ay.
cool. So hopefully in September, that's going to be a great movie.
Stay tuned, Pete.
I mean, that trailer looks great. So,
Good stuff.
well, I see him filtering back in, so we
Little bit.
probably need to get out of here. So, shall we end up for that?
I think so. It's been
All
a
right.
pretty good time.
Yeah, that was good. So it's nice to see reactions, right?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
we've done it for so many years separate.
At a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we started this just like this at his downstairs bar, right? When we were doing audio only. Remember
4
that?
years ago, man.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was cool.
Well, tell us what
Well-
to think about this picture, guys.
I know you look so clear. I just get redder and redder the more I drink.
Welcome to Florida.
No kidding.
Hey, whether it's tan or drinking.
Jake, you're missing a good time here. You could have been here. Could have been
Missing
here.
you,
Not
Jake.
Japan. Hopefully your brother's good, and we'll see you soon. I
Yeah,
hope
brother.
sometime in July, maybe. But Eric, good to look. We can shake hands at the end of the
I like it.
episode, man.
That's awesome.
Jeez, I can't remember. I've said it so many times, and now I can't.
Bring it on.
I know.
Bring Sally down.
Stop it, man. Well, on behalf of Eric and me and Jake over in the Far East, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Please like, share, subscribe, and let us know how we did in the comments. And make sure next week that you are not. See, when I play it on this, it has a little delay. When I play it on this, there's no delay.
Comes right up.
Eric, it's good to see you, my friend.
You too,
and to
bud.
everyone watching and listening, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening and watching. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.